guys, my name's Leo. Today I'm going to be talking about a vacation abroad. Well, in this summer holiday, that you've traveled any places? Like if you live in Ho Chi Minh City, did you ever travel to places that is in other cities, in other countryside? Such as you travel to Tây Ninh or Đà Lạt or Vũng Tàu. Yeah, do you travel to any of those places? If you do so, then you're going upward. But going upward in just the country that you're living in Vietnam. But think about this. Think about a vacation abroad. A vacation abroad is a vacation when you spend your vacation there to go travel outside the country. Now imagine you live in Vietnam, right? You live in Vietnam. Okay, so now there's the map of Vietnam. Okay, think about this. You don't need to really focus on this, but think this part here is Vietnam. Okay, and then you go from there. You go from this point. You can see this. You go from this point, and you travel all the way out of the border of Vietnam, out of the border, and you travel to Hà Lan. This is when you travel upward. You travel above the border. The border, what is the border? It's just a kind of thing here that helps you to know that. It's a part that helps you to understand that if you're in the middle of the border of two countries such as Vietnam and Thailand, then that means that you are in the middle of them. If you are this way of the border, then you're in Vietnam, and the opposite thing happens in the other way of you. Okay? So just think like that. If you travel into other places, it can be called abroad. And it doesn't just happen with Thailand, it happens with all countries in the world, such as Laos, Myanmar, yeah, they're all called abroad when you travel. Okay? So, go back to our map. We're going to be talking about a vacation abroad. Imagine in this situation you live in Vietnam, and in this summer, just imagination, you travel to England. Well, that's a long way. You travel from Vietnam, from Ho Chi Minh City to England. Yeah, and that's really far away. And you've got a lot of times to spend your day here because there's nearly 3 months of summer holiday. It's just the very first day of the summer holiday. So you can spend it perfectly and you can visit nearly all places in England. Maybe. And then you really like it there. That is when you're traveling abroad. Let's just go and look at different things that happens in our vacation abroad. Okay? First, think about this. When you travel abroad, of course, a lot of things would change when you look at there. Imagine if Vietnam, our money is Vietnamese dong, right? But in England, it's a different kind of money. Đơn vị tiền tệ của anh là that we used there in England was not the same. So we need to travel to some places such as the airport in England to change your money from Vietnamese dong to pound. Okay? So that is a part that can surprise you. Because of course, there's a lot of things that change here. Even the condition there. Like the weather really changed, and if you travel in winter, you can see the weather is really cold, especially there's wind there too. Also, the traditions, the cultures, the way that they talk, the way that they act, The special words and the special idiom that they use, such as or Vietnamese language, is just the same, but change a lot. So maybe you can get surprised when you very first enter to the airport. You can maybe say, "Ooh, what's happening? What are they talking? What are they doing? Why is this so different from us?" And maybe even the food there isn't okay for you. If you're just a guy that really, if you're just a person that don't like all kinds of food, and some kinds of food weren't for you, they doesn't fit you, then perfectly when you travel abroad, there's some kinds of problem with it. But just put it away because you soon know it and start to understand it. So, when you go abroad, when you go to another country, you would need to find your house or a hotel to live in. I will probably choose a small hotel. It can't be a really big hotel because I don't want to live in a 5-star hotel. Doesn't mean that I hate it. I love it. But there's so much money and I need that money for other things too. So I think that I would just choose a small hotel, like 2-star. No, don't worry about it. But first, you need to find your shelter. You can't just live under the bridge. Of course, next is finding all the things that you need, such as food, water, to travel to the hotel. Yeah, you also need to have some taxis or buses to get you there too. Because you're in a case that you don't have any kind of vehicles to travel. So that is a challenge when you first go to England. You can think that, oh my gosh, I could spend my day here and just taking selfie without thinking anything. But going to a new place was something that's challenging, so think about that before you go and take selfies. Next, for the next week, or maybe when your life is okay and you're pretty sure that you are now you now is really good at those English cultures, the cultures there, the traditional there, and the different signs, even the body language too. You've understand some of those. You're now right enough to travel. Now travel in England, such as travel in Vietnam, it's just really see. Ở nước Anh là có ở places that you can travel abroad, such as England. Now first, you can see this picture. This is the really big building, right? It is something that's really popular in England, and a lot of travelers travels there. And right. And the second place that I want to introduce you is right next to London Eye. There we have is the Thames River, England. It's really big and really popular there. Maybe you just know something about it. You think that you wouldn't know this theme? What's this Thames River? But it really was popular in England. So travel there and know more. So next, if you talk about England, you can't forget Big Ben. Big Ben was some of the biggest clock in the world. And it shows times in every directions, from west to east, from north to south. And you can see the clock here was built for a really long time ago. It was really big, and you can see that it changes every year. Yeah, nearly. And it's pretty near the London Eye. Yeah, you can see some part here. But let's just say Big Ben was something that I would never forget when I go to England in the future. maybe someday. I don't know, but that will be far. Next. Know who is the Queen Elizabeth? Queen Elizabeth or Queen Elizabeth Alexander Mary. Yeah, it's the place where the Queen Mother or Queen Elizabeth lives. Wow, it was really beautiful, right? Let me say. Is that right? No, Queen Elizabeth doesn't live here. Yeah, but let's just say that it was really beautiful. Yeah, really, it was really beautiful, right? I want to meet Queen Elizabeth if I can. I really admired her. Yeah, if I can meet her, I'll probably jump up with joy. Next, Hogwarts Castle. This is where the pupils in the Hogwarts royal family lives for more than 300 years ago. So that's some place that I really want to visit when I go to England. I wish I can go there. What about you? And now can you tell me what's your dream to go abroad? What is the country that you want to go abroad for one day? I think that'd be England, America, the United States, yeah, Japan, and that's all. Maybe in the future I would like to explore more, but I think I'll add in Korea for this list. Let's just say that all countries have their own cultures and traditions. So if I have to change, I'll travel all over them. But let's just say vacation inside our country was fun, but a vacation abroad is even funnier. So try to go vacation abroad for one day. It'd be really fun.